Hey guys, it's Sunday morning. We're back out here in the shop piddling around and drugged old 377 out. Started cleaning it up some and gonna go through the valves and all that. Drop the distributor back in it. Do everything I can do on the cradle. Get it ready to run. And then I'll just have to put it on a stand when I go to crank it. But good news and bad news. Look at that valve spring right there on number 6 on the intake. I don't know how good y'all can see it, but that's what it should look like, and that's what it does look like. Now, I guess the Lord was with me the last time I made a pass with that motor, because that was fixing to get bad ugly. Bad part is, part of the valve lock is gone. So now, I guess I'm gonna probably need to pull the head off and see if we can find that piece of valve lock, or either it's on top of a piston. I don't know. It's got to be either under the spring or titanium valves, so they're pretty stout, but I don't know. I don't know where it's at. Maybe it's up inside the spring and I just can't see it drop down there. I don't know. But anyway, I got the carburetor. This carburetor had not been cranked in, well, the last time that motor was run, shoot, 6 or 7 years. And boys, do not leave gas in a carburetor. I did, and I forgot about it. Because I kind of got, my back, I got messed up in it, and I didn't race, and just put the car up. And I like to have destroyed a professional built $1,500 damn carburetor by my stupidity, or laziness, or whatever you call it. But boys, do not leave gas in them. I have been out here with brushes and cleaning and gunk. I've got it where it's looking pretty good, and I think it'll be fine. But the bowls were packed right full of mess. I mean, I run C16 race gas in this thing. But I guess once it sits, that long, oh, it was nasty. The main body's still soaking out in the counter parts cleaner, and maybe it'll be all right, maybe, but that's not a big concern. So I guess that's the main concern. That's guys, this is it's an expensive piece to be bracket racing with. But the way I got it, it's a good deal. It was a good deal, but there's 1.7 Jessel rockers. I don't know if y'all can see all that or not, but that's it's high dollar stuff. Jessel belt drive, CSI water pump. It's all 18 degree stuff. It's bow tie intake, bow tie heads. But anyway, guys, that's I had to get with my buddy, the boy that builds his motors, and get his valve spring tool, because this daggone valve springs are so big, you can't like that. Like that head bolt right there, you cannot get it out till the spring's off. That one right there, it ain't happening. That one, not happening. So I get with Randy and see if I can get his valve spring tool, or go get one, because I gotta find where the hell that damn lock's at. We may have a lot more trouble than we expect. If I had a camera, I could run in the bore in the cylinder and see what happens. It looks like the top of the piston, but I don't. So a bore scope, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, guys, I'll get the intake off this thing, and we'll see what we can do. Alright, let me put y'all on tripod and let's see what we can do. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, let's see if we can bust this thing apart. At least the top half of it anyway. Y'all don't give me hell for not taking them loose in sequence, because I done broke them loose with a wrench. Oil sensor out. Turn that. Fitting. Might make it a little easier. Alright. Here we go. Let me get this over here. Now, let's see if we can look down inside that intake runner. See if we see anything. I'll get y'all right where I can see too. Can't really see anything. Let me grab a flashlight, guys. Oh, I'm not going back. It's not going to fall out the back of the camera. Let me grab a flashlight. Well, I swear the valve and all looks great. I don't know if I can get where y'all can see it. Okay. So the lock is about got to be I see it. Look right there. No, I don't. That was like that for a little bit. I mean, you look at the top of that. I don't look like well y'all can tell it, but there's a wear mark right there. So it happened the last pass or so. Alright, let me get y'all back on the tripod and we'll see if we can't figure out how to get this spring off. Alright, I'll get you right back. Well guys, I had intention of taking the a hammer and a socket knocked the crap out of the valve spring. As soon as I picked it up, or got a socket and set on top of it, the spring set right, lifted right off, so the spring was just there. And the valve, I guess, was just riding the piston. I don't know, man, it probably need to pull the heads off of it. I mean, there's virtually no way other than the daggone lock coming out through the coils and getting into the oil. But there's screens in the top of the lifter valley, so nothing can, I mean, we've done that for years. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. New epoxy heavy stainless screen in the oiling holes and up front at the cam, timing set. So really, if it comes apart in the lifter valley, it's pretty much going to stay there. So now, I mean, that spring, it's unless, I mean, I just don't want to see how that lock. I just need to show you a spring. I mean, those are triple springs. Those are the same springs that the NHRA Pro Stock guys use. I mean, that's a triple spring. I mean, you would think it's almost impossible for that lock to come out of that, but it come out. It went somewhere because it ain't there. I mean, there's an end spring that's still a double. But there's the retainer's ruined. I don't know how well y'all can tell it, but the retainer is actually oval shaped where the lock goes. So I got a half a lock and a third of a lock, a half of a half maybe. So yeah. Yeah, I'm missing about that much. And a retainer. So anyway, alright guys, well, cranking it up might take a little longer than we were expecting, but that's okay. That's alright. We can cover it up and get with my buddy, see what I need to do, see what he recommends me doing anyway. I mean, I feel like he's going to want to pull the heads off, or at least a head off. Make sure the piston's good. See if we can pull the pan off and find that piece of lock just so we know where it's at. Anyway, there's today's story. But the carburetor's coming out, so it looks like the carburetor's going to be okay. Well guys, like I said, I'm not real sure how much, how long. I mean, I run the valves on this thing we raced on Saturday, either Saturday morning or Friday night before I loaded it up on the trailer. We run the valves. Now you can see that indenture, but I mean, these are titanium, so I don't know, you can't feel it. But they did. You done it for a little bit, because like I say, I don't know if you guys can tell it or not, but that daggone retainer is oval shaped. A little bit oval. But, and then we got that. I mean, the roller's still rolling just fine, but it beat the snot out of side there, you know, I'd say this rocker is ruined. I'd be scared of it, to be honest. But I'll see what my buddy says. See what he tells me. Maybe I had to see if I can order one, you know, 1.7 from Jessel or something. I don't know. Not good. That's for sure. So, anyway, guys. Here's what it is. That's part of it. You twist on one hard, and shit happens. But like I say, this was this little motor man bracket racing. You know, so there's 2 or 3 time passes of the evening, and then, you know, 4 or 5 rounds of racing. So you made, shoot, 8 or 10 passes, sometimes 7 or 8 good passes every Saturday night. And I say I run the valves on it Friday evenings or either Saturday morning before we went racing anyway. And you know, you leave the starting line at 5,500, I think is where I was leaving on the trans brake. Shifting at 82, somewhere in that neighborhood, between 8 and 8,500, depends on what I was trying to do. 8,500 at the most of the time, and run through the light center in the 8th mile at about 81, 8,200. I think most of the time though I shifted at 8,000. I think it's what it was. 8,000 is where it shifted, which the computer done it. Shifted at 8,000, went through the lights at 8,000, 8,100, somewhere right in there. So, you know, it doesn't take much something to go wrong before it gets catastrophic real quick. Anyway, here's what it is. Figured I'd let y'all know. Alright, see ya.